everybody. It's Angela. Happy Monday. I'm here again with another Mondays with Meaning, and I thought I'd stand up because, man, I sit at my desk all the time. How about you? Are y'all sitting? So I'd love to invite you, if you're watching live, maybe to get up, stretch a little bit, see where your body wants to go. I just thought it would be nice. Plus, you guys can see my artwork over here. What else do I have? Nothing else for you to see at the moment. Anyway, welcome my vital tribe, everyone that's watching inside the Facebook group, or if you're watching on YouTube or Minds. I think I'm showing this on Minds or LinkedIn. I'd love to know you've watched this. If you're watching live, please leave a comment so I can see that you're here and give StreamYard permission to show who's here. Otherwise, I can't tell who it is. And if you watch a replay, please put replay in the comments. And while you're watching, always give me some hearts and likes and love and all that. So for those of you joining me live, as we said, let's get some movement here. If you can stand, or if you can sit up really straight wherever you are, let's maybe take a moment and just let our spines get really elevated like a tree, like feeling these leaves in all directions, even though they're kind of falling right now, right? But these branches are coming up. Well, there's this rooted groundedness connecting us down below. Hello, Jolene. Hello, Shelly. I'm glad you're both here. Hello. I took a really interesting workshop this weekend, and there was a guided meditation that invited us, as we embody this energy of the tree, to experience not only our roots kind of curling into the soil together, but also the interplay of the earth with our bodies. I've been learning a lot more about mycelium lately, about mushrooms and the mycelial network that runs underground. And these run between trees, between our roots, and they make a strong connection. They can help trees communicate to each other. And I really liked this imagery because today I wanted to talk about building bridges. And that concept of trees connecting and communicating together just felt really apt when I think about this. So why is this mattering right now? We know we're living in a very divided time, very divided. I'm sure everyone has experienced an immense level of stress over the last 4 years maybe, but especially over the last couple weeks. Last week was really a chance to kind of restore, rejuvenate, rest, let that kind of laying down of the burden to happen. And I hope that was really successful for all of you. I hope you had a chance to really settle and let that happen for you. But now I'd like to offer, how might we find our connection? How might we build bridges with those who maybe the bridge got washed away during COVID or during the election season? So what does it mean to build a bridge? Of course, the idea of a bridge means to make one side accessible to the other side, to make it so you don't have to get lost in the water, right? Or get lost in the chasm between us. Hiking through these deep trails or trying to swim across some water to one another. There's a lot of imagery we could play with there around having to go into these emotional depths to try to reach the other. But I actually think when we talk about building a bridge, it doesn't necessarily need to go into those places. The bridge is often through the air, right? A place of lightness, maybe a place of enlightenment. We can think of it like that. Or a bridge can also be a very beautiful structure that even has a little motion within it that's connecting these pieces together. So why does that matter? Have either of you that are watching live right now or anybody that watches the replay had an experience lately of having a bridge collapse between people that you love? I've had a few happen in my life for sure, and certainly over the last couple weeks, and it's hard, you know? It's in the absence of the bridge, it feels very isolating, right? So this week we're going to be exploring some reasons why we might want to build bridges with people or maybe even places within ourselves that are disconnected, why that matters, and maybe some techniques for doing so. So I'd love your thoughts around that. So another part I want to share is that these bridges breaking and rebuilding is part of the human experience, right? It's part of being alive. All of our ancestors have had these struggles of connecting and falling apart and coming together again. So I know that we are highly capable of it. I know that we can do that for sure. It's important for us to build these bridges back together so we can harmonize together. I also think it's, if you want to go there, kind of a spiritual practice in a way, especially building a bridge with someone who is challenging for us. Doesn't mean that we have to be like enmeshed best friends, but it does mean that we can have this open energy between us so we can still connect. When I think of it as a spiritual practice to connect with those who've fallen apart, I'm reminded of what Ram Dass says, that we are just walking each other home. So what I think Ram Dass meant by that was, this journey and this embodied human experience is going to end someday, right? And I love that he envisions our end time as going home, going to the source from which we came. I think that's very beautiful. And in this process of our journey alive, we are walking together. We are walking each other home. So I would love for us to discover our own meaning around building bridges, how we might find those pieces within ourselves that we want to reconnect to. I'm reading a quote from Jolene here. Thank you so much. Profound reconnection with my womb space. Wild, feminine, and masculine. Absolutely building some bridges there. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Jolene. These are such important parts of us that if they're missing, it also makes it hard for us to connect to other people, right? I'm thinking of parts of myself that have been disconnected that I'm building bridges back to. One has been dance. I'm getting some dance back in my body, which is why I'm inviting y'all to stand up. And then for my heart folk, whose the bridge has broken down, some thoughts I have about how to reconnect with those people is to try to keep it out of the trench, try to keep it out of the emotional water, and just find my common human experience with people about how they're feeling without it necessarily blossoming into a story of political bullshit or anything like that. But how might I find out how you are doing? How might we find our common shared human values? Like, what are things that are important to both of us that we can speak to and strengthen? I think that's one technique. I think another technique for building bridges is to question someone's intentions. And I know that's a bit tricky, but what I mean by that is maybe you assume this person's telling you something because they're trying to trigger you or they're trying to piss you off or they're trying to, and I'm asking you maybe to question your motive around, well, what else could it be? Could it be that they're actually afraid and the things that they're communicating with you are a way for them to express their care for you. I'm not asking you to do a bunch of mental gymnastics, but what I am saying is what other possibilities exist. And sometimes when we consider what other possibilities exist in these people where we've had broken down bridges, it can offer a softening and a willingness to allow the connection to come, because I might not just be right, you know? So that's what I've been thinking about. Like, I'd like to dive a little more deeply into this, building bridges, how to do this for ourselves and for the people in our lives, and what's its meaning. Why does it matter? Why does it matter to you? Why does it matter to me? So we will be exploring more of that through the week. Also, welcome to the new moon in Scorpio. So it's time for planting seeds, especially in the emotional realm. Scorpio is such a lovely, lovely place to be. And so for that, I thought it might be fun to draw one of my favorite cards, which is the Spirit Animal Oracle. Boink. Can you see that? Is it too bright? There we go. Boink. I think it's really fun. So if anybody's watching live, I'm going to just keep shuffling these, and I'm going to keep doing this until someone tells me to stop. Type stop in the chat, and then I'm going to pick the card on the top. So I'm going. If you're watching, you tell me when. You fill in. What's going to be the question? Maybe I should actually see if I can see the screen. Let me know. What's going to be the card that we're going to look through this week? And then from now until the next, I gotta stop. Ooh, got Ant Spirit. Ooh, time to collaborate. That's cool. I got 3 stops in a row. Stop. Am I missing? Do I need more cards, or will Ant Spirit do? The Ant Spirit do. It's so bright. There. There you go. Aren't they pretty? Those little ants have crowns on. Oh, it's card number 1 even. Well, let me read you what it says about the Ant Spirit. Time to collaborate, which sounds like a great theme if we're talking about building bridges, right? When Ant Spirit comes to visit, it's time to celebrate the benefits of working in partnership with others as a part of a community or a tribe. Like the Unveiled Vitality tribe, maybe? Spirit reminds you that to build your dream, you need to work with others, accept help, and trust in your most important partnership, the one you have with the Spirit. Please substitute the word or meaning that works for you when we use that word. Your intentions will come to fruition if you remain awake and focused on co-creating your reality with others and with Spirit. Remember that the world around you can easily seduce you if you don't have some sort of practice or discipline like meditation to keep you on track as you build the life you desire. Connecting with others and having accountability partners can be very helpful, as it's unlikely that everyone will fall asleep at the same time. Another message that Ant Spirit holds is that you are now at an auspicious time to ask for help and to receive it. Whether you need help assembling a team, finding a new tribe, or requesting assistance from others who are there for you, everything is working to support you right now. Wow, that feels like a really perfect card to speak to building bridges. So that really tells me that we can't do this work alone, that building bridges requires a collective thought and other people that are also working on this together. So this week, while you're in the group, please reach out, please ask for help if you're getting stuck. There's a lot of brilliant people in this little group, or also in some of the other platforms where they're watching. I'd love to hear how you might build a bridge, what it means for you in a deep way, how you might find this new tribe or collaborate. There's one other thing maybe I should add, is the Spirit Animal Oracle also has a protection message. So maybe we should read that too. Do you really believe that you have to do everything yourself? That somehow any help you get will be disappointing or not good enough? Perhaps it's time to address your issues of control and bias towards the negative. Does anybody have that problem? Please comment. Does anybody get a little negative maybe, or kind of control things a lot? It doesn't matter where or why you came to be pessimistic or mistrustful. The fact that Ant Spirit is showing up now is a sign that you have an opportunity to heal and to relearn to trust that others will show up for you in a genuine way. Ant Spirit wants you to remember that your expectations and limiting beliefs are a vibrational offering that draws in the opposite of what you desire. Your expectations and limiting beliefs are a vibrational offering that draws in the opposite of what you desire. That's a powerful sentence. Spirit wants to help you and will send collaborative partners your way. It's time to see the universe as conscious and connected, loving and helpful, but you must participate in this activity of co-creation. Creating reality is not just about dreaming. If you are feeling orphaned from community, reach out and communicate. If you feel vulnerable, know that being present in your vulnerability can help you draw in someone who wants to assist you. Trust in your partnership with Spirit, and your outer conditions will start to reflect that. Then you will see the miracles waiting for you, including partners who appear ready to lend a hand. Dang, that's fantastic. So I'm liking. Can you see why I like this deck so much? I love it. I love it so much. All right, we have some time still, and for anybody that's watching live, if you would like me to draw your own special New Moon in Scorpio card, please post a comment so I see. We'll see who wants one, and then I'll draw one for you. Probably have time to do 2 of them. So who's first? Who's first? Who's first? And if you haven't given StreamYard permission to show your name, I won't know who you are unless you put your name in. Oh, Ellie. Jelly wants one. Okay, you know the drill. Here we go, Shelly. I'm going to just keep doing this until you... Okay, we'll do Shelly and then Jolene. Shelly first. You got to get ready to tell me when to stop. You can tell me to cut the deck. You can tell me to do whatever. I can shuffle. I'm watching the comments. It's up to you. It's up to you. Ugh. Shuffling. Stop. Okay, tell me where to take the card from. Shelly, say, do you want me to cut the deck or take it off the top or in the middle or the bottom? Where do you want it from? You just trust me to take it? Middle. Okay, it's going to be this card right here. What is it? Oh, it's a reversed butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. This card's awesome. Look how pretty that one is. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. Good choice. Good choice, Shelly. I love that one. So transformation is beautiful. You got it reversed. So I'm going to read you what's called the protection message in here. If you have your notes handy, you might want to take a few notes. Okay. And then we'll do yours, Jolene. And I can see you because you gave StreamYard permission. So thank you very much. Butterfly. It's card number 11. So we got card number 1, and then we got card number 11. I don't know, numbers are a thing. 11, it's November 11th, and it's the new moon, which is a 1, right? Who's a numerology nerd around here? Okay, the reversed butterfly spirit. Transformation does not have to be as traumatic or dramatic as things might seem right now. Remember, change is the only true constant. When you resist it, you create a tension within you as you refuse to accept the inevitable. In this moment, you might have forgotten the beauty and joy of life as it moves through its seasons, as nature dictates. You are being faced with a choice now. You can struggle with the current conditions, refusing to surrender and see through the lens of lack and loss. Or you can surrender to the grace that is calling you to allow life to take its course, moving through the sadness and disappointment. Surrender will soften you, inviting you to bask in gratitude and to see through the lens of curiosity. These are the keys to tuning into the infinite potential available to you right now. Butterfly Spirit knows the beauty and delight you are on the brink of discovering. Let go and trust that it is there for you. Ooh. I hope that was helpful. You'll be able to watch the replay if you need to take some notes. And yeah, I hope that was like good for you. Okay, so final card for Jolene. I got the message from you, Shelly, that it's delayed. So I'm going to just shuffle and wait for Jolene to type whenever she does for stop. And tell me what to do. It's kind of hard to shuffle standing up. I don't think I've done that very much with these cards. Oh, top card. Okay. Oh, I'm in two piles. Is it this hand or this hand? Is it the side closest to the picture or the side away from the picture? It's this one. Okay. This is kind of fun. I've never done this before, you guys. Thank you for indulging me. All right. Top card is boink. What? A reversed wombat spirit. What? Hang on a second. I've never gotten wombat spirit before. So this is a first for me. Be at home. Oh, that's a pretty wombat. I don't even know what they are really. Card number 68. So the protection message of wombat spirit. It's the very last card in the deck, which is interesting. All right, ready? You got your notes nearby? Could it be that you're not feeling comfortable in your own skin? Thinking that the only way you can be with others is to hide under the protection of a mask or an identity you created to protect yourself from getting hurt. This mask or persona is supposed to make you look strong, but it really just robs you of integrity. Wombat spirit arrives to nudge you to drop the false masks because it is not others who will hurt you now. It is you who are hurting yourself when you aren't being authentic. It's okay, though. You can course correct if you are willing to be yourself no matter what comes. Even if others are not in agreement with your authenticity, you are safe with spirit. Well, I have to say I know both of you, and I think that you have so exciting. The cards just jump out of my hand. Knowing you both, I think those cards were perfect for you. So I'm thrilled. All right, my dears. Well, I am hopeful that this week will be fruitful for all of us, as it sounds like we need to really reconnect, to reach down into those tree roots, those anchors into the earth who's got us, and reach out to one another, support each other, and find ways to connect, find ways to build bridges, to reclaim those parts of ourselves that are longing to be connected to, and to find those others who we've lost some connection with. Yeah, play with that. All right, my loves. So good to talk with you. I'll see you next Monday, same time, same place. Yeah, and if you have some topics you might like to discuss, I would be happy to hear those. All right. See you later. Bye, everybody.